Some ice skaters say they're not heroes after a dramatic rescue on the canal downtown. This is video they shot of the car driving on the frozen canal before breaking through the ice.
Now, for the first time, they're telling their story on how they dove in to save the accused drunk driver from the freezing water. News 8's Danielle Zolkowski has their story.
Bianca Gleason crashed her car through the ice here on the southern end of the Indianapolis downtown canal after driving onto the ice on Christmas Day. She was lucky 4 bystanders quickly jumped into action to save her from the sinking car.
And we saw this lady just drive straight across the grass down a very steep hill and onto the ice.
Rachel Bowling posted the video to TikTok. She says the group skated after Gleason in both directions before realizing she was driving towards thin ice.
He knows it's stalled down there.
And when we got there, she had fallen through, like her car had sunk through, and she had probably been in the car about a minute when Jacob got to her.
Bowling says her 31-year-old uncle, who only wishes to be identified as Jacob, was the one to dive in to save Gleason. He did not want to speak on camera, but told News 8, "I didn't feel like it was much of a risk. I was going to be cold for a minute, and then we were going to go inside somewhere." Bowling says this is just who Jacob is.
He was glad to do it, and he would not have had it any other way.
In order to rescue Gleason, Jacob had to get off the ice and run across the concrete to jump back in the water.
He skated up to where her car had fallen through, hopped up on the concrete, and then just plunged in by her driver's side door.
Skates and all.
Skates and all. And he was still wearing the skates when he got out.
There have been some discrepancies about where Gleason entered the canal. She told authorities she entered by the Colts Canal play space, but these eyewitnesses say she actually drove down this hill after driving through the parking lot behind the Kurt Vonnegut Museum. There were tire tracks on the hill before the warm weather melted the snow.
There was no medians that were blocking her way down. I don't think she meant to drive on the canal. I genuinely think she did not know that she was on a canal.
The group described Gleason as disoriented when they found her.
She wanted to know if her car was going to be okay. We were like, it's probably not going to be okay. But she did not really recognize that she was wet. And for the first minute, she just sat in her car while it was sinking.
Overall, the group was unfazed by the event and brushed away any praise. Jacob says it's just something he's going to reminisce about with his family every Christmas.
He's very reserved, which is why he does not like to be on the camera. But yeah, he's very passionate about the things he is, and he won't say a thing about it, but he loves everyone.
Gleason was arrested by police for a DUI on December 25th after she was rescued. Charges have not yet been filed by the prosecutor's office. In Indianapolis, Danielle Zolkowski, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.